Hello, your servants, and welcome to this video titled Know Your Tools. Okay, so it's very important that we know what tools and materials that we're working with in this rotation. Okay, so I'm going to go through them very quickly. So first one we've got is pine wood. This is a soft wood, and you can see the grains on the wood as well. This is going to be the main material that we're working with in this rotation. So this is pine wood, and that is a soft wood. Okay. Next we've got is a steel rule or metal rule. Okay, normally comes this is a 30 centimeters rule. The reason why it's called a rule and not a ruler, from the beginning, okay, from the beginning part of the end of the ruler, it starts from 0, as opposed to the plastic one, they've got a bit of an excess. So this is quite handy when it comes to measuring. Okay, so if I'm trying to measure out this wood, I just stick it towards the end, and from that point, okay, you can even put it down, you can start measuring. So that is a steel rule, and it comes up in millimeters, and we should have covered that already. We know how important it is to measure millimeters because it is a lot more precise than centimeters. So pine wood, steel rule so far. It's very important you have a sharp pencil. Okay, the reason for that is that makes your measuring much more accurate, and you're cutting out, that will impact your sawing down as well. So when you're cutting down wood, you would the more sharper your pencil, the more accurate it will be to the millimeter. Bench hook. Okay, this is a bench hook, and this is a great tool when it comes to sawing down your pine wood. So what all you need to do is drop it off the vise, tighten it up, and that acts as a support. So if you're trying to saw down a piece of wood, you don't use a hand, you just push it against the bench hook, and that holds it down for you. You just need to put some force on that, and that is very easy, okay, to saw down. So that is called a bench hook. The reason why, it hooks off a bench. Simple as that. Okay, very easy to remember. The main saw that we're working with is a tenon saw. So what is a tenon saw? A tenon saw is used to cut straight lines in wood. Okay, so we're going to be using pine wood, which is a soft wood, and a tenon saw. Most of our cuts are going to be perfectly straight, so that is why we use a tenon saw. Okay, so it starts off with a T. Okay, a good way to remember that is all the lines on the letter T are all straight, so that is why we cut using straight lines using a tenon saw. Marking out, a great tool. This is called a tri-square. So what is a tri-square? A lot of people get this muddled up. A tri-square is used for marking. Okay, it's marking out a line at right angles to an edge, and you usually use it for wood. So let me show you an example. So this is my piece of wood. If I want to get a straight line, so let me show you an example. If I was to try and draw a straight line with this a ruler or rule, you can see that's not straight. That's a bit exaggerated, of course. But if I was to use a tri-square, all I need to do is push the edge, okay, of the tri-square to the edge of the wood, and I can slide that across anywhere, and that will be perfectly 90 degrees straight line. There you go, effortless. All right, that is a tri-square. Let's see what other tools we have. There's not really much there left, to be honest. We've got a masking tape, which is excellent for DNT users. When you finish your work, you just need to tape up your work, and it's very easy to peel off and remove. Smoothing down your product is very important, so we're looking for high quality work. This is a sanding block. All you need to do is get some glass paper. So glass papers come in two, we've got two variants here. One is a very coarse one, and one is a very smooth one. Okay, so you've got rough and a smooth one. You start off with the rough one first. So this is called a glass paper. The proper name is glass paper. It's not sanding paper, it's glass paper. So the way you use that is you wrap that around the sanding block, okay, and then you just sand down a piece of wood. Okay, that's all, I guess. That's all, folks, and please make sure that you watch this video if you've not noted down all the tools, and you will be tested on that. So please go back to the video if you need to.